Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today we're letting Perkeo out of jail. But first we gotta talk about the Brainstorm mod. If you don't already know, this mod allows you to search for random seeds which fit very specific starting criteria. For example, you can start with a charm tag, that's the one that gives you the Mega Arcana pack. We want the Mega Arcana pack because it can give us a soul. We can start with a legendary in ante 1. If we check this box, that legendary is guaranteed to be Perkeo. We can also search for vouchers in the first shop. Here I'm searching for the telescope voucher in ante 1, and I can check this box. We get the observatory in ante 2. Allows us to get the observatory voucher as early as possible. We can also search for booster packs. In the first shop, the first booster pack is guaranteed to be a buffoon pack. The second booster pack, we can get a second buffoon pack, maybe mega buffoon pack to start, or spectral pack, mega spectral pack. Two important things I want to note. The Brainstorm mod, even though it can search for all of these things, it can't search for anything else, right? So if you want to start with a specific Joker, let's say Blueprint or Brainstorm or Baron, those you have to search for manually. Also, the more search criteria you use, the fewer seeds actually match all of these things, right? So if I have all of these things on, it takes a long time. It takes thousands and thousands of seeds before we find a match. So I'm going to turn this one off. We don't need the Mega Spectral pack. And then this is what it looks like. We just push a button. Takes a little bit of time. And then there we go. We got the Mega Arcana pack. Mega Arcana pack gives us a soul. And then we know from the soul that's going to give us Perkeo. And then that's it. So we've done these runs before, starting with Perkeo and doing different degenerate things. We've done the observatory specifically. The observatory, that's the one where Perkeo copies the planet cards. And you get X-Molt for all of the planet cards. What we're doing new and different this time, we recently did a run where we used the turtle bean and the crimson heart, and there's this bug which allows you to increase your hand size. We got up to hand size 70, and we used that 70 hand size to use a bunch of ectoplasms so we could get negative blueprints and brainstorms. We applied those blueprints and brainstorms to the idol, and we're able to get naneinf with the idol. So what I want to do this time, I want to apply the blueprints and the brainstorms, those negatives, I want to apply those to Perkeo instead, being able to copy more planet cards and get even more points with the observatory than maybe we were able to do before. That's it. All right, so here we can take Temperance, gives me 10 bucks for Perkeo. Go next. We can dig for Spades. All right. Spades, go next. Okay, we already knew there was going to be a telescope. That's what we were searching for. We can pick up Northern Lion as a value generator. We could pick up Burglar. So Burglar converts discards into hands. Those extra hands could be extra dollars, but Burglar is $9, is a little bit expensive, so maybe we don't take the Burglar. If it's holographic, we could take a buffoon pack looking for, again, some kind of value generator. Since I know that the observatory voucher is going to be in ante 2, since I know that I want to buy a voucher from ante 2, maybe I don't take this buffoon pack and I just save my money. Let's go next. I can dig for clubs. One more time, clubs. There we go. Not very high ranking clubs, but on the plasma deck, plenty. All right. There we go. We get the observatory, which we knew was going to be here. That is the limit of our known information, right? These are the things that we were searching for. Ante 1 telescope, ante 2 observatory. So I will say it is not the same as just spamming random seed runs, unseeded runs, right? Getting Perkeo in ante 1 is difficult and maybe takes a couple hours of manually restarting. If you want to search for not just Perkeo, but also telescope right away, also observatory right away, it just takes way too much time, right? So this is not the same as an unseeded run. I wouldn't say that, but I will say that I don't have any more information beyond the starting conditions. So here we go into the unknown. We can go Arcana pack, maybe, looking for money. We can take a Priestess. Priestess gives us planet cards. Planet cards, either we get the planet card that we want right away, we can copy with Perkeo. If we get planet cards that we don't want, we can hold on to them, and then that blocks them from spawning in the shop, making it so that we can find whatever planet card we want later. Use the Priestess. This is probably the one that we want. We just want the plutonium, so we can sell Saturn. We can consider taking Devious Joker as a source of chips. Early game chips here, early game survival on the plasma deck. Maybe not necessary. If we don't take it, we get $3 interest. Let's go next. We already get our second Pluto card. Boss says play only one hand. Okay. Here I can search for clubs, maybe. One more time, clubs. Clubs again. Okay, let's play the clubs and keep the 8s. We can play a pair. 1600, we know that one flush is not going to be enough. We can play 2 pair, 9s and 8s. Okay. I can take a blue joker. I could open some Arcana packs. I'm interested in Arcana packs. Taking $8 takes me down to 15. So if there's a Hermit, I want to not take the blue joker. If there's a Temperance, I want to take the blue joker, and then we get more Temperance value. I think better we open the Arcana pack and then we wait on the blue joker. Okay, we do get a Hermit. I can remove 2 cards. So 3 and 2, we can hang them. I'm considering whether I want to use or sell the plutonium. Probably we end up using it. I think it's better to use it rather than just take the $2. So 3 and 2, let's hang them. Level up high card and then go Hermit. Okay, now we can afford another Arcana pack. This takes me down to 22. Do I want to take the blue joker now? Once again here, I could get not just a Hermit, but I could also get a Fool. There's a Fool for a Hermit. There's Temperance for $18. We can go Fool first. We can go Temperance second. Okay. Okay. Blue joker. We could do a little re-rolling here. We could take the observatory voucher. Since we have $55, I'm going to go ahead and take it now. And then we can re-roll a couple times. If we have blue joker, we don't need sly joker. Blue joker allows us to win with high card now, whereas before maybe we couldn't have. If I have blue joker, I don't need to take a fisting here. We could go next. Swashbuckler is strong with the egg, but also maybe something that we don't need. One thing that can be kind of awkward, at least in the early game with the observatory. Observatory gives you a bunch of X mult, but if your base mult is not very high on the high card, then it doesn't actually do that much in the early game. So you could take some plus mult from the Swashbuckler, and then that gets multiplied by the planet cards by the observatory. But I think we'll be fine with blue joker for a while. Let's just go next. Alright, we can actually just play high card, right? Because we have the blue joker. Nice. Alright, I could take halvesies, could take an extra discard. Discard seems fine. I want these 2 standard packs probably. I can take a gold card, I can take a blue seal. Between the 2 of these, I think I'm going to choose the gold card so I can get money and then leverage the money to get better jokers. Blueprints and brainstorms to copy Perkeo. I can get... Alright, standard pack number 2. We can pick up a blue 8 and skip the Naked Kings. Drunkard so I can dig for my fancy cards. Let's go next. Alright, now when we do these runs that have Perkeo and the observatory and we're making a bunch of planet cards, actually it doesn't have to be the observatory, just any run that has Perkeo making a bunch of the same card, we we do this. There's a merge button. Let me, is this the hotkey? Is it this? Okay. Yeah, it's control right click to merge and then shift right click to, there we go. Anyway, I can stack up all the consumables. Now it just says +3. I have 3 Pluto cards. This comes from the Saturn mod. Saturn mod we can, well, I guess this is supposed to be enable stacking. This enables automatic stacking. If you turn this off, you can still do it manually with the hotkeys or using the buttons. You can split them off. You can merge them together. All right. I have the gold card in hand. I would like to dig for the blue seal. We got the blue seal, so we can just play the high card, ship it. All right, I have Pluto, but it's not negative. We could take a Celestial pack. My most played hand is a flush, so maybe I don't need to take the Celestial pack. We have the telescope, so it's gonna give us a Jupiter card and not guaranteed plutonium. We can take a standard pack. I don't need a bonus 8. Maybe I could reroll here. Maybe I can take the paintbrush. That's fine. I think I am going to pass on the Celestial pack. Let's just go next. All right, we get more plutonium. And this one, I could use it. If we go to the collection here, the last tarot card I used was a Hermit. So maybe we don't use the Pluto right away. Let's save it until maybe we get a Fool. Or maybe we get something else to do. Spectral pack we don't need. Let's go next. All right, and then I'm just searching for gold card and blue seal. One more time, blue seal. All right, so there is some slight caution here. With the blue joker, if we only have 23 cards on our deck, if we do a bunch of discarding, now blue joker is not very big, and so it doesn't actually give us very many points. We don't have enough Pluto cards yet to win with just the observatory without the blue joker. So I could play a pair here and then dig for the blue seal, but if I play the pair, then maybe my blue joker won't be strong enough. Already 1,800 points there. Well, all right. This is going to be even less. 1,400. Play high card one more time. Blue joker is only 26 chips. 1,000 points there. In the next round, we need 6,000 points. Maybe I do need to use this plutonium. Okay, but now we should have high card used 5 times. Celestial pack guaranteed plutonium. And standard pack, sure. There's another blue seal. Let's go next. All right, another thing I want to note about doing these Perkeo runs, doing the observatory specifically, if you have Perkeo copying planet cards every round, then Perkeo is not copying anything else, not copying, let's say, valuable tarot cards, money-making tarot cards, like being able to copy Hermits and Temperances. So it might be kind of slow for us to get off the ground. There's the blue seals. I think I still want to dig for the gold card. Okay. And then ship it. Okay, so that's 3,000. And we get the gold card. This should win. Oh, I forgot about the blue seals, so I should use the Pluto card and then we get 2. All right. I will say right now, in order to do the bean glitch in Ante 8, we do have to do some save scumming. We do have to do some menuing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that here. We are authorizing all methods of cheating for this run. This run is just for fun. This run is just for science. All right, use the plutonium and then ship it. All right, so now I have no reason not to use the Pluto cards upstairs, I guess. I can open a standard pack looking for more seals. I could take a gold jack. I will take a gold jack. I just want as much value generation as I can get. Arcana pack takes me down to 31. I could reroll first. That would take me down to 26. Maybe. Ah, bummer. Alright. Chariot I don't care about. I don't care about steel cards. I don't care about bonus cards. I could make some hearts. I could use the priestess to just get $2. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll make hearts. How about hearts here? Maybe at some point we want to make everything into the same suit, and then maybe we can do Seance. We could do a straight flush. Let's go next. Alright, we got more plutonium. This is what they look like if we split them. There's no... Oh, I was going to say there's no button to split them all, but there is a hotkey. So there we go. Look at that. Go next. Cards debuffed shouldn't matter. I just want to dig for my blue seals. So I got 2 blue seals. I got 1 gold card. Let's try to find that other gold card. Let's get to 2. One more time. I will say it is slightly, maybe not super exciting with the planet cards if they're all stacked up. If you space them out, then you get more animations. Times 1.5 times 1.5. When there's not that many of them, it's not that annoying, but when you have hundreds of these things, it takes a long time, and when you stack them up, it skips the animation. We can use the plutonium, I guess. Sorry, I'm checking for the Fool. The last card we used was the Sun. Might be getting to the point where we can drop the blue Joker. Could take a Strength card. I don't want Perkeo to copy Strength. I want Perkeo to copy as many planet cards as possible. So maybe we don't take that. We can take a Mega Celestial pack. How about Mercury and Plutonium? I don't want to level them up very high, but I probably level up each hand 1 time in case we get a satellite maybe. Early satellite could be good. We can take a standard pack. Don't need a foil 4. Go next. All right. How about we just dig? That's easy. And if you want, we can even do this. Go a little bit faster. All right, discard 5. If I want to dig for the blue seals, I can play a pair. Maybe I should have thought about that first. I can play another pair. I don't have any more pairs unless I want to play the pair of jacks, so I guess I'll just rip it with the high card. That's fine. Okay, we got a cola. We can take the cola. The observatory gives me plutonium. And then here, looking for temperance. If we don't get temperance, we can make the 8 into gold. I can sell the cola and maybe pick up a business card. Maybe. I can probably take the voucher now. Go next. All right, I can play a straight. With the blue Joker, is that too much? I could play a pair of queens. I could discard first. Let's discard and go for 2 pair. We can do kings and queens. Okay. I can discard again. Got 2 jacks. Try to get another king. So now I can go 2 kings with the jacks. I could try to draw more jacks. This is fine. Okay, so there's a jack. Queens and jacks as 2 pair for the money. Ah, bummer. And then high card. That's it. Okay, and what's the boss? Boss is base, chips and multi-halved. Okay. I can go standard pack. Blue gold card is perfect. Also polychrome, I guess. And then we could go Arcana. We could reroll first. Arcana takes me down to 35. Could get it. Mail-in rebate. Maybe I feel comfortable we can get rid of the blue joker here, since we have enough plutonium. I should have checked for skip tags. We got the double tag. Looking for a voucher skip. Alright, I could spin the wheel. I could turn something to stone. Could go priestess. I can start stoning things for my rebate. So we can stone an ace, I guess. Go next. Alright. Against this boss, I think I'm going to keep the plutonium upstairs just in case we need it. We have rebate on 8s. So I want to try to play pairs of face cards and discard 8s. Got it. And maybe keep the stone card for the final hand. So I can discard this 8. I can play a straight for some business card money. I can play another straight. Now I'm looking for a pair. Could play... discard the pair of 4s. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have an 8. I still want the money though. So why don't we play a pair of 7s? And then we can dig. So there's an 8. I could discard 2 8s. I lose the gold card value. Maybe that's okay, since I already have 2 blue seals. Let's use the plutonium. And then that way we have room for 2. Here's 2. We can use the stone card. I can play a face card for the business card and ship it. Nice. And we can use the plutonium. Okay, there's a blank voucher. Skip tags, we have not anything I'm interested in. We have a spectral pack. Golden Joker. Is Golden Joker better or worse than business card or drunkard? I like drunkard for the mail-in rebate. Probably business card is worth at least $4 every round if we play those pairs of face cards. Standard pack gives me a purple seal. That's great. Spectral now. We could shop for tarot cards first. I don't need a photograph. Superposition. I could go one more to $40. Sure. Yeah, bummer. We can light them up. Okay. I don't want to spend too much money on re-rolling, so maybe we take the blank voucher. Maybe we go next. All right. I can discard 10s. I can discard purple seal. Gives me lovers. I don't care about. Queens and 7s. Wanting to discard 10s. Okay. I could play 6s. I could play a pair of jacks. Looking to discard 10s now. I probably don't need the stone card. Okay. Didn't get the 10s. Bummer. So here's the king. All right. And the last tarot card we used was plutonium. Sorry, not tarot card, but planet card. Go next. I can open the spectral packs for plutonium here. Could take a black hole. I don't actually want to level up every hand, but I might use different planet cards in case we get a satellite. I can take plutonium. I can take maybe, I don't know, pick up Uranus here. All right, 70 bucks. We can do a little bit more re-rolling. Maybe looking for tarot cards. Go one more. There's a golden ticket. I don't have a lot of gold cards yet, but that is something that I'm working towards. Maybe I take the golden ticket instead of the business card. Yeah, there's some upside to that. 8 bucks for a reroll, or go next. One more. Ah, Reds. All right. Stack up the Pluto cards. I can play a pair of 9s. What are my gold cards? I have a 2, I have a Jack. 2 and Jack. Got it. Save discards for my 4s. So I should keep the 2, I should keep the Jack. And then that way I can pair the gold cards. I can play a pair of Jacks. Keep the 4s. Alright. Now discard 4s. Holding on to a 2. Actually, wait. This is the final hand. Okay. Discard the 4s. Bummer. 2 4s in the deck still. I can play the gold too. I get slightly more money. Chip it. And what was the boss? The boss says extra large. Okay, not a problem. Level 20 high card already. Celestial pack gives me more plutonium. I can open Arcana. I can reroll first for some tarot cards. Earth and Mercury, nope. Constellation, go one more. All right. Temperance gives me 50 bucks. We could do a little bit more rerolling, but it is kind of expensive. Maybe I don't do a $9 reroll. Maybe I save my reroll money for the next ante. Rebate on 7s. I can play the 2 pair. I want to do gold Jack as a pair. I can play 3 10s. I can discard the 9s. Purple 9. Hierophant I don't care about. So here, I could play the Jack as my last card. I can play a pair of kings here. And discard 7s now. Okay. There's a 7, there's another 7. All the 7s. Well, not all the 7s. Play the Jack. Alright, now we have a decent bit more money. Maybe it makes sense to do a little bit more re-rolling. Could take the boss reroll. That's good. If we want to get the Crimson Heart in Ante 8, we're going to need the boss reroll maybe. There is a voucher tag. I do have a double tag from a cola. I think I want the vouchers. We already had the blank voucher, so we can try to get antimatter. We can try to get the retcon voucher for the boss reroll. I think I want to spend a little bit before opening the Arcana pack. I could take a free reroll here instead of the golden ticket, instead of the extra discard. I think I like having all of these, so maybe we don't take the free reroll. $9? Sure. Bummer. I could take Temperance for 50 bucks right now. I could copy the blue gold card. Let's just take the money. $10 for a reroll? Maybe not. Okay. Rebate on queens. Play a pair. I can play a pair of jacks. Rebate on queens. I could play the 7. No, I can't. So I think we discard here. Judgment, I don't have room for. Alright, play the gold card. Now discard queens. That's it. 7's looking for another queen. There's a queen. Okay, I only have 2 slots, so I can play one of the gold cards. Play one, keep one. Ship it. Golden ticket is not doing a lot of work for us right now, necessarily, but I'm keeping it around because it does have very strong synergy with the Chad in case we get a Chad, which is pretty common. According to the Fool, Fool is on Temperance, so maybe we don't use the Plutonium right away. Look for a Fool, look for a Temperance, open a standard pack. I could get another blue gold card. It's gold, so it gives me money. Before we go open the Arcana pack, we can reroll for tarot cards. I need to remember to take the voucher skip. Luchador, I don't care about. $8, could go one more. $10. Let's go Arcana. I do want to save some money for Anti-8. Anti-8, I want to try to reroll and get the Turtle Beam. Temperance here helps. We can use the Plutonium and then take Temperance. And $10 for a reroll. Bummer. Go next. Alright. So we can take the voucher. We can go next. Rebate on 7s. So I can play 8s and 5s. Rebate on 7s. I could have played this gold 8. Maybe I can still play this gold 8. Except I have rebate on 7s. I can play 3 10s. I can try to get my gold 2. I can play a pair of 4s. And then dig for the gold card, I guess. Play 2 pair. Alright, then now just discard everything. I get rebate on 7s, so maybe I throw away the gold card. There we go. I can play the gold 2. Get the Plutonium, and then the last tarot card we used was Temperance, so I'm not going to use the Plutonium right away. Alright, we get 3 vouchers. We get the reroll surplus. We get overstock. And antimatter. Okay, there is a Temperance here, so let's go Plutonium. Celestial Packs Telescope guarantees more Plutonium, now up to level 30 already. Okay. Probably I don't take the strength card. I could take the extra hand size. Maybe losing a hand is not what I want to do right now. Skip tags here I'm not interested in, even though there's 40 bucks on the line. I want to, let's see. This is Ante 7. I want to try to get a burglar by the end of Ante 7. Vagabond, 8 ball. Do I want an 8 ball? Maybe not right now. Fortune teller's 14. I could spin the wheel. Maybe I'm not supposed to spin the wheel because we could get a fool. Actually, yeah, let's go back. We did just use Temperance. Alright, let's go one more. I could use Judgment. I could hold on to Judgment. There's a hung man. That's the kind of thing that I want to hold on to. To-do list on full houses. That could give me money. I was supposed to use the judgment first. Oops. So one more. I could use the devil to make another gold card. Now, do I want to spend $10 on a reroll? Maybe. Fool for temperance. C. So I guess we get rid of the devil. I could use Perkeo to try to copy temperance, but I do want the planet cards also. So probably I just use it. I don't know if I spend $11 here. Maybe. I could get parking money. There's that satellite. To-do list better than parking here. $12 is a little bit expensive. Maybe we just go next. Alright. So, rebate on 7s. I want to try to play a full house. 2 and 8, we can hang them for sure. Maybe I discard first. Discard the face cards first. Okay, so 7 and 5, we can hang them. And then we can go 9s and 3s as a full house for the to-do list. Oh, I just deleted a 7. That could have been $5, right? Oh well. I want to try to get a full house, but I also want to try to pair this too. I can discard a 7. I can discard a 10. I could keep the 10 and try to get the full house that way. Maybe discard the queen and keep the 10. Okay. I drew the queen. That's unfortunate. That's a little bit stinky. So maybe 6s and queens, we just play them. Okay, now I could do 2s and jacks. I'm not going to get any more to-do list money. That's okay. I could just play the 2 pair here. Golden ticket money. Discard 7s. Okay. Okay. I can play 1 gold card. And I still have 2 blue seals. That's it. Tarot cards, we use the Hung Man. Okay, so maybe I don't use the plutonium right away. I don't need a foil 6. Could go Arcana. We could do a little bit more re-rolling. There's Temperance again, so I use plutonium. We know it's safe to wheel. And then Temperance. Okay. I could take a devil, make another gold card. Swashbucklers plus 68. There's another Temperance. I could take Hallucination instead of the to-do list. I think with this amount of money, I'm going to find tarot cards. Without the crystal ball, maybe Hallucination doesn't make sense here. Could take a Cola. Maybe dropping the to-do list. I could try this. I could take the Seance. I think it would be too challenging. I think it would be too annoying. We could pick up a business card. Maybe. I can take a Chad. Chad can re-trigger my golden ticket. Sure. Go one more. $12, sure. $13, maybe expensive. Maybe Arcana pack now. So I can make a gold card. I can copy something with death. Maybe we make a gold 10. Maybe we copy the blue seal. Okay. Go next. All right. Rebate on jacks, golden ticket, and now we have the Chad. Let's do it. So, if possible, I want to do golden ticket. I could do 10s, jacks, 8s, 3s, and 2s. 10s, jacks, 8s, 3s, and 2s. Well, I want to discard jacks. So, how about I discard 6s and queens? I can discard 3s with the king. Maybe discard the stone card. Okay. I can play 3 jacks. I could play a full house. I think, not 3 jacks, but 3 8s, sorry. Play 3 8s for the golden ticket. I could play a flush. Okay, put the 3 in the front for the golden ticket. I could play a pair of 10s. I could play 2 pair, doesn't really matter. Play 2 pair. And discard jacks. Alright, that's it. Discard the jack. Okay, and play the gold card for the ticket. Chip it. Alright, almost 300 bucks. Collection, the Fool says death, so let's not use the plutonium yet. I could take a purple 6, have another purple seal, sure. We could take a blueprint and a burglar. Okay, so I do want the burglar so that we can set up the bean. I need the crimson heart now. All right, if we take the burglar, we get rid of the rebate. Sure. If we take the blueprint, we can get rid of drunkard now. Nice. Maybe now we save our money for anti-8. Maybe we go one more. Seance again. Mime is worse than the golden ticket in this context. All right. Get my plutonium from the telescope. I want to copy the percolator. Go next. I want to copy burglar. I want to copy the golden ticket. So now we have a bunch of hands. I can play 9s and 3s. All right, it's cheating time. Here's a bunch of face down cards. I have a 6-5-3-2. Okay. 6-5-3-2, and then there was a queen. So I can play a pair of queens, and then I can discard 6-5. I don't want to get rid of the 3, so I'll throw these away. Pair of queens. Okay, now we got a bunch more face down cards. What's under here? I have 2 10s and 2 4s. I probably don't need to keep the blue seal if I've got other blue seals in the deck. So maybe, let's see here. So 10s, here's the 4s. I can play, where's my 10? 10 of diamonds, so it's this 10 if I want to get rid of it. Okay, I want to throw away the 2. There we go, play the pair of 4s. Great. Got some more face down cards. I've got 10, 6, 4, 3, and I don't know, maybe I have another 2. So this is a 4, what's this? I got the pair of 3s, which I could play as a pair. That seems fine. So let me try to remember here. I want to play the pair of threes. I want to play... This is a 4 that I don't need. This is a 6 that I don't need. This is maybe a face card that I don't need. Nice. All right, give me a jack. So I've got the 2s. I've got 3 jacks. Okay. And there's a 7 in there. I have 22 cards left. What's under here? What are these? 3. I got a queen and a king. Okay. So we can go... Man, I forgot all of them already. What's this? Oh, it's a 10 and a 7. Okay, so we get rid of the 7. We get rid of one of the jacks. So here's 2s. 7 we don't need. King and queen we don't need. Play the 2s for the money. Alright, we draw a bunch more cards. Now I have my purple seal. This is 8, 6, 5, 4. Sorry, 8, 6, 5, 4. I can play 2 jacks. And then throw these away. Okay. I'm looking for my 8, 10, and 7 as a pair. So here I have 2 jacks and 2 10s. Two jacks, 2 10s. This is the 10 of diamonds. This is the blue seal 10. So I can figure out what these are. I have a pair of 9s. Okay. So probably I play the 9s. And I can play all of these too. I can keep the 8. Now I should be able to get the pair of 8s in here. There's a pair of 7s instead. Okay, so if I play the same hand, I can swap the 7s, maybe. For the 8. So I have the 1 8, I have a 10, I have a queen. So maybe I still want to keep the 8 in case we get the gold 8. So 1, 2, 3. Is it this? Is it this? Swap these. Is that what it was? Oh no, that was a 7. Okay. It's 6, or there's 7s, and then there's the 6, and then there's the stone. So these, swap the 7s, play the queen. All right, we're almost done. We only have one more hand. So I want to find my 8 or my 10. Show me the money. I can play the 8, or I can play the 10, or we end up playing both. I can go, here's the 3 of a kind with the 8. I can play this as a throwaway card. Wait. I messed that up. 3, 2, and then there should be 3 8s. So here's 3, 2, here's 3 8s is what I'm saying. And then this goes in the front. There we go. And then this should be the gold 10. That's it. All right. That round took as much as the first 7 antes. But that's how you use save scumming to cheat on the face down card boss. All right. Now we got some money. We get the boss reroll. And this particular boss is Cerulean Bell. Doesn't matter. We get the Crimson Heart. Okay. Now I'm looking for a bean. Now the Fool is on plutonium. Okay. How do I get the bean. We can go Emperor. I can try a Buffoon pack. Nope. Okay. Hermit gives me money. Could take a death card. Maybe a death card is worth copying. If it gives me more money, like a lot more money. Could take a devil, make more gold cards. Could take 6 cents. The awkward thing about 6 cents is it only applies to the first hand. Maybe sometimes with the burglar, it's difficult to get the 6s in the opening hand. If I do take 6 cents, am I willing to get rid of something here? Obviously it's best if you take 6 cents and you get it to work and you're able to get, let's say, ectoplasm this early. Then you can start copying ectoplasms with Perkeo, but it would be a big sacrifice. We'd have to sacrifice a lot of money. We're not guaranteed to get a 6 in our opening hand. We don't get to use any discards because we're using the burglar. There's 16 different spectral cards. The odds of us getting ectoplasm are pretty low. We can get ectoplasm later from Seance, potentially. Cartomancer, nope. Dusk, nope. $12 rerolls. 13, 14. Couple of polychromes. I think I'm gonna stop there. I have 300 bucks. Go next. If we need to roll more aggressively in the future, we will. All right, we got 20 Pluto cards. And we might as well re-roll the boss now. There you go, there's the Crimson Heart. Let's copy the burglar. Golden ticket. So I don't get to do any purple seals now, but we're gonna sell the burglar later. I can do 3s. I want to keep cards that make pairs. So I want to keep 8s and 10s and 2s. Okay, so keep the 8s. Play the 3s. Okay. I could use Devil and Death. Probably I'd use that on kings. Make some gold kings. Okay. I can do the 3s again. I don't need the 5, I don't need the 6. I'm not allowed to play high card at all. I'm not allowed to discard at all. So maybe we want to be slightly careful. I can play, get rid of the stone card, get rid of the 5 and the 4. All right, I can do the gold 2s. I can do the gold king if I need to. Let's start with the 2s, and since I have the gold jack, I should probably keep the jack. I also kind of want to keep the gold 8. I have an equal amount of 8s and jacks, so maybe... Oh, we just throw away the 6, no problem. Okay. Now I have a gold 10, which I can't use. Maybe now is a good time to use death. Or maybe, yeah, use devil. Do I want to get rid of an 8? Or do I want to get rid of a queen? Queens you can strengthen to kings, so maybe I still do this. And maybe I play the king. Maybe I throw away the 8. If I keep the king, I can get more ticket money if I draw another king. I maybe end up throwing away the jacks here. Okay. Where are we at? So I have 12 cards left in the deck. I could do the 2 kings. Queen doesn't matter. I don't need the 9. Play the 2 kings. I can play the 10s. I keep the 7. I have a gold jack, so I go 10s and 6s. Okay. I can play the gold jack. I can play the 7 on the final hand. I can play the 8 on the final hand. So, well, one or the other. So I guess play the 7 here and then play the 8 on the final hand. And then there we go. Alright, so we got about 200 bucks from that round. A little bit less than. Okay, we can go standard pack. King, looking for a bean. Invisible Joker. It's too slow, so I'm not going to take it here. Bull is 1,000 chips we don't need. Can't do the mail-in rebate. Rocket's too slow. I could take the devil and make more gold cards. Baseman. Could take death, make more gold cards. Scary face. We could go one more. There's DNA. I could sell Northern Lion and take DNA. DNA only applies to the first hand and you have to play one card and that counts as high card, so we can't actually use DNA here. We can go one more for an Emperor or just keep the devil and death. I think I just go next here. We end up with a negative devil, which is maybe not as good as getting the plutonium, but maybe it's fine. Okay. I can copy the golden ticket. And now, I think I want to continue making more gold kings. Okay. So, gold king. Use the devil for another gold king. I could use death now. I could save it in case of emergencies. I don't have queens. I can pair 10s and 3s. Chip it. Okay, I can pair 10s. I don't need the 4s. I keep the 3 because I have a gold 3 that I can pair. I have one more jack in the deck, which means I don't need this jack. Looking for more kings. I can play the 2s, and then I don't need 2s anymore. I can throw the 9, and I can throw the 8. Okay, so there's another 3. Cool. I can play the 7s. I could do 2 pair with 7s and kings. I could just play 4 cards instead of playing 5 cards. Maybe. I still want the 8 for pairing with the other 8. Okay, I can play the 3. 18 cards left. Alright, the only pairs I have are the kings. I can save the death card for a king of clubs, I guess. I don't need 2s anymore. I just want to pair the 8. Maybe I should keep a 5. Maybe we're safe without it. Okay. So I could do 2 more kings. I can make a king. Turn a 4 into a king. I can play the kings and try to draw the 8 here. So that's going to be the most important thing. Draw the 8. And then maybe I play the king as a solo card. Okay, play the 8s. Play the king as a solo. Yes. Let's rip it. Okay, and since we use a death card, maybe we don't go plutonium right away. I got 600 bucks and I'm looking for the bean. Let's go Celestial Pack. I don't have to do right away. We can go shopping. Go one more. Faceless Joker. Nope. Could take a free reroll here. So if I'm trying to get the bean, then I'm not going to use the Chad anymore. Okay. And maybe we sell the free reroll. We do get the bean. Okay. Now what? So I got the bean, I got the burglar, I got the boss reroll. I could go Celestial Pack, I could look for a fool. Lovers. I want to do the burglar. Go one more. There's a fool for a death card. Okay. Now I feel okay. We could go... Oh. Pair is my most played hand. That's a bummer. I mean, it makes sense. Bummer. Alright, let's go use the death card. Temperance gives me 50. I can make another gold king. Maybe I want to get rid of the 4s since I want to pair my 2s. And we could re-roll and try to get, I don't know, Brainstorm. I can save my money for after the boss, so let's get rid of the golden ticket. Let's get rid of Northern Lion. Go next. So we want to percolate some plutonium. Okay. I want to copy the burglar. My percolator gets disabled, so sell the blueprint, sell the burglar. Okay. So if you're not familiar, this is how it works. With the bean and the crimson heart, we play a pair of 7s. Do I want to try to play 2 pair? Nah. Debuff goes on the bean. Okay. When the debuff is on the bean, you go to the menu. Load back in. Alright, I can play a pair of 6s. Okay, we draw more cards. Now I have 19. My hand size is 19. I can play a pair of 4s. Debuff goes on the bean. Load back in. I can play 2 queens. I could play 3 of a kind. I'm not so worried about it. Okay, another pair of queens. It's gonna mess up my telescope for a little while, but we can recover. Debuffs on the bean again. Go to the main menu. So now hand size says 24. If I play a pair of jacks. Now my hand size is 29. 29 out of 29. I can play another pair of 10s. Do some menuing. Okay, pair of 9s. Then one more pair of 9s. Debuffs on the bean. Let's go to the menu. And then that's it. So now, my hand size at the bottom says 34. 33 cards in hand, 34 hand size. I play high card. Ship it. And that's it. That's how we get permanent increases to our hand size. That's the Crimson Bean. Okay. This here in blue, it shows that we use the brainstorm mod. Brainstorm mod, this is what we call a filtered seed. So it's kind of random in the sense that it's unknown, it's unexplored, it's not a scouted run, it's not a routed run, but definitely not your typical random seed, right? Being able to start with Perkeo specifically, and then also being able to get the observatory right away. And then in this particular run, we ended up being kind of lucky. I have done maybe a couple dozen of these, trying to get the observatory and then also get the perfect Crimson Heart with the bean in Ante 8. Getting the Crimson Heart has some difficulty, right? If there's 5 different possible final bosses, you get all the way to the final boss, and if it's not the Crimson Heart, then you lose an hour of your time. Also getting not just the boss, but having the burglar and the bean. Burglar for the extra hand so that we can do the bean glitch more times. Burglar and the bean and the blueprint. Anyway, exhausting. I'm going to go into the next shop here just to make sure that everything is secured as far as like the bean bug. I'm not taking any chances. Hey look, a crystal ball. Alright, but that's going to be it for this one. I will continue this run and we will try to do the Perkeo with the observatory combined with the bean. If you want a quick peek at the vouchers before we go, this is what we got. We got the retcon boss reroll. We also have the antimatter for extra Joker slot. Take care, everybody.